Every moment you let slip away is an opportunity that vanishes into the void. Time is a precious, irreplaceable gift, and how you choose to spend it can determine the course of your life. If you have ever felt the weight of regret, the sting of what could have been, or the frustration of dreams left unfulfilled, then you know how deeply it hurts to look back and wish you had done things differently. But the truth is, life doesn't wait. It marches forward, relentless and unforgiving. So I urge you, don't waste another year of your life. Don't wait for the perfect moment to come, because the perfect moment is now. It's easy to become complacent, to settle into the comfort of today and push the changes of tomorrow. But the reality is, tomorrow is not promised. The clock is ticking, and the window of opportunity is closing. If you continue down the same path without reflection, without growth, you risk losing not just time, but the essence of who you could become. This is your moment to fix yourself. This is the time to make the changes you know deep down need to be made. You have the power to transform, to rise above, to break free from the chains that have held you back. The first step to fixing yourself is acknowledging where you are right now. Where are you in your life? Are you stuck in habits that don't serve you? Are you trapped in cycles that leave you feeling drained and defeated? To move forward, you must first recognize the areas where you are falling short, the parts of yourself that need healing, and the aspects of your life that need realignment. It is not enough to simply wish things were different. You have to take action, to make a conscious decision that you will no longer allow yourself to waste precious time. You must confront your fears. So many people spend their lives running from discomfort, avoiding the hard work, and procrastinating on the changes they know are necessary. But change requires courage. It requires stepping into the unknown, pushing past the doubts that tell you it's too late, or you're not capable. Yes, it's difficult, but it's also necessary. Every change you make today is an investment in your future. When you choose to fix yourself, you choose to take control of your destiny. It's crucial to understand that growth isn't instantaneous. It's a process that takes time, effort, and perseverance. But if you commit to improving yourself, even in the smallest ways, those changes will compound over time. Start by setting clear, intentional goals. Write down the things you want to accomplish and break them into manageable steps. There is immense power in creating a vision for your future and then actively working toward it. Don't let another year pass by without taking concrete steps to fix what needs fixing. You don't need to do it alone. Reach out to those who inspire you. Seek guidance from those who have walked the path before you. Surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who challenge you to rise above your own limitations. And most importantly, trust in God's plan for you. Know that He has placed within you everything you need to succeed, but it is up to you to tap into that divine potential and let it guide you toward your purpose. Time will continue to move forward, whether you choose to move with it or not. The clock does not pause for anyone. And if you allow another year to pass without taking action, you will find yourself in the same place, wondering where the time went, wishing you had started sooner. But you can start today. You can begin the process of fixing yourself now. It's never too late to begin anew. It's never too late to make a decision that will change the course of your life. So make the commitment. Fix yourself before it's too late. Do the work. Confront your fears, your weaknesses, and your doubts. Invest in your future, your growth, and your happiness. Life is too short to waste, and you deserve more than to live in regret. Take the first step today. The future you desire is waiting for you, but only if you choose to take control of your destiny and never look back. The reality of life is that it's fragile, fleeting, and sometimes unpredictable. But that unpredictability shouldn't paralyze you. Instead, it should ignite within you a sense of urgency. Every single day that you waste is a day you'll never get back. You may have convinced yourself that you have all the time in the world, that tomorrow is a more convenient time to start, that next year will be your year. But the harsh truth is that if you don't take action now, that future year will arrive, and you'll find yourself still stuck in the same place, facing the same challenges. You'll be left wondering why things didn't change, why you're still not living the life you imagined for yourself. This is why you must take charge today, right now. Fix yourself before it's too late. The past, with its triumphs and failures, is behind you. It cannot be rewritten, but the present is a canvas, waiting for you to take the brush and begin painting the life you deserve. This moment right here is where your power lies. You have a choice: continue in your old ways or choose to evolve into the person you know you're capable of becoming. But that evolution requires a decision. It requires effort. It requires you to look at yourself in the mirror and admit that you are not where you want to be, and more importantly, acknowledge that it's in your hands to change that. The first and most important step is breaking free from denial. So many people live in a state of self-deception, convincing themselves that everything is fine when deep down they know it's not. They ignore the warning signs, the inner voice urging them to make a change. They rationalize their actions, saying, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I don't have the time." These are the excuses that keep you stuck in a cycle of unfulfilled potential. The reality is that until you acknowledge the truth about where you are right now, you won't be able to make the changes necessary to move forward. Once you've accepted where you are, you must then take the next step, deciding what you want. Too many people drift through life without a clear vision of where they want to go. They live day to day, responding to circumstances instead of creating their own path. But if you want to make a change, you need to know what you're aiming for. What does success look like for you? What does happiness feel like? What kind of person do you want to be? It's only when you define these things for yourself that you can start working toward them with focus and intention. Clarity is power. Without it, you'll be like a ship without a rudder, carried wherever the current takes you. Now that you have clarity on what you want, it's time to take massive action. Action is the key that unlocks the door to transformation. But it's not enough to simply have good intentions. You must follow through with tangible steps. Action requires discipline, and discipline requires consistency. It's the small actions you take every day that compound over time and create lasting change. If you keep putting off what you can do today, you'll find yourself stuck in the same place a year from now, filled with regret. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of the task at hand. If you're looking to make significant changes in your life, it can seem daunting. But don't let the size of the challenge intimidate you. Break down your goals into manageable steps and take them one at a time. You don't need to do everything at once. Start small, but start now. It's the consistent, deliberate effort that will eventually lead to success. And remember, the key to consistency is perseverance. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be days when you want to throw in the towel and revert to your old habits. But those are the days when you need to push the hardest. Every time you push through the temptation to quit, you grow stronger, more resilient, and more equipped to face the challenges ahead. Perseverance is the muscle that you must strengthen. Every time you face an obstacle and choose to push through it, you're building your resilience. Life will always present challenges. There is no way around that. But it's not the challenges that define you, it's how you respond to them. Do you allow them to stop you, or do you rise to the occasion, knowing that growth happens in the struggle? Success is never the absence of obstacles, it's the ability to overcome them. And you are more than capable of overcoming anything that stands in your way. But the truth is, even with the best of intentions and the hardest of work, you may still face setbacks. You may still fail along the way. But failure is not the end. It's simply a stepping stone towards success. Failure doesn't define you unless you let it. It's how you get back up that matters. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to adjust your approach. Success is built on a foundation of persistence and learning from every failure. So don't fear failure. Embrace it as part of the process. As long as you keep moving forward, you are on the right path. The key part of fixing yourself before it's too late is taking full responsibility for your life. You cannot blame others for where you are. You cannot blame your circumstances, your past, or anyone else. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you take control of your future. This is a crucial shift in mindset. It's easy to blame external factors when things aren't going well. But the truth is, you are the one who has the power to change your situation. You are the one who must make the decision to step up and take action. Another vital aspect of transformation is your mindset. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, and how you use it can determine the direction of your life. If you constantly tell yourself that you can't do something or that it's too late for you, then you are programming your mind for failure. But if you start believing that you have the power to change, that it's never too late, and that you are worthy of success, you will begin to see the results in your life. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thoughts. Self-love is another cornerstone of fixing yourself. You cannot expect to achieve your goals or become the person you want to be if you do not love and value yourself. Self-love is not about being arrogant or selfish. It's about recognizing your own worth, treating yourself with kindness and respect, and believing that you are deserving of everything good that life has to offer. You are not a failure, you are not broken, and you are not too late. You are worthy of love, success, and happiness. And once you truly believe that, everything will begin to shift. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and who encourage you to grow. The people you spend time with play a significant role in your mindset and your success. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity or those who don't believe in your dreams, it will be harder to stay motivated and focused. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, and who support you on your journey. Their energy will fuel your own, and together you will achieve greatness. As you continue on this journey of self-improvement, it's essential to remain patient with yourself. Transformation takes time. You won't fix everything overnight. But the key is to keep moving forward, even when the progress feels slow. Trust the process. Trust that every effort you make today is laying the foundation for the future you want. Your progress may not always be visible, but know that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to the life you desire. One of the most important things to remember is that you are not alone in this journey. God is with you, guiding you, supporting you every step of the way. He knows your struggles, your desires, and your potential. When you align your actions with His purpose for you, you will find that the path becomes clearer and the obstacles become easier to overcome. Trust in Him, trust in the process, and trust in your ability to fix yourself before it's too late. You have everything you need within you to create the life you want, but it starts with the decision to act now, not later. The time is now, and you are ready. As you embark on this journey of transformation, it's important to remember that the road ahead will not always be smooth. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and frustration, but that's part of the process. Understand that these moments do not define you, they are simply challenges to overcome. In fact, it's often the toughest moments that lead to the most profound growth. When things get hard, don't view it as a setback, but as an opportunity to test your resilience and commitment. These challenges are what shape you into the person you're meant to become. The stronger the opposition, the stronger your victory will be. The temptation to give up will always be there, but it is in those moments of temptation that you must find your strength. Remember, every time you push through the discomfort, you strengthen your willpower. You are teaching yourself that no obstacle is insurmountable, and that you have the ability to persevere regardless of the situation. The more you do this, the more you will realize that the power to overcome is already within you. You've been through difficult times before, and you came out on the other side stronger. Don't forget that. Every time you face a new challenge, it's an opportunity to show yourself just how strong you truly are. As you continue to improve yourself, you will also come to realize the importance of creating healthy habits. The small, everyday choices you make will shape your future. It's easy to let the days slip by without much thought, but every choice matters. The food you eat, the way you speak to yourself, the people you associate with, all of these choices add up and have a profound impact on the person you become. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you must be intentional about the choices you make. Cultivate habits that support your growth, your well-being, and your goals. If you continue to make small, positive choices every day, you will find that they begin to compound, leading to significant improvements in your life over time. But it's not just about the physical or external changes. The internal changes are just as important, if not more so. Transformation begins on the inside. Your mindset, your belief system, and your emotional well-being all play a huge role in how successful you are in your journey. Your thoughts determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. So, you must address the thoughts that have been holding you back. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, or that you'll never succeed, you are sabotaging your own progress. But if you change your inner dialogue, if you start telling yourself that you are worthy, capable, and deserving of success, you will begin to see yourself differently, and the world will begin to respond to you in kind. It's also important to acknowledge that no one is perfect. Perfection is a myth, and the pursuit of it often leads to burnout, disappointment, and self-criticism. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. You don't need to have everything figured out today, tomorrow, or even next year. What matters is that you're moving forward. Celebrate the small victories along the way, and don't be too hard on yourself when you slip up. The path to transformation is not linear, it's full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But as long as you keep going, you are making progress, and that is what truly matters. As you go through this process of fixing yourself, be mindful of the people around you. As you grow, some relationships may naturally change. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. There may be people who will try to hold you back, who will try to keep you in the same place because they are uncomfortable with your growth. But remember, not everyone is meant to go with you on this journey. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who support your growth, and who believe in your potential. The people you choose to spend time with can either inspire you or drain you. Make sure you are surrounding yourself with those who encourage you to keep moving forward. It's also essential to be kind to yourself during this process. Growth takes time, and you will face setbacks along the way. But don't let those setbacks define you. They are simply part of the process. You are not your mistakes. You are not the times you've fallen short. You are the person who gets back up and keeps going. Your ability to rise after a fall is what makes you strong, and it is what will eventually lead you to success. So when you fall, don't beat yourself up. Instead, learn from it, get back up, and keep going. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, and every mistake is an opportunity for growth. Another crucial aspect of fixing yourself is learning to forgive not only others but also yourself. Holding on to anger, resentment, and guilt is like carrying a heavy burden. It weighs you down and makes it difficult to move forward. Letting go of past hurt is not about excusing the wrongs done to you. It's about freeing yourself from the power those wrongs have over you. When you forgive, you release the hold that the past has on your life. You allow yourself to move forward with a lighter heart, free from the emotional baggage that can hold you back. Forgiveness is not just for others, it's for you. Let go of the past so you can embrace the future. One of the most powerful tools in your transformation journey is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It helps you focus on what you have instead of what you lack. When you focus on the good in your life, it expands. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will notice the positive things in your life. Gratitude opens your heart and mind to the abundance that is already present. And when you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you begin to attract more of what you're thankful for into your life. So take time every day to reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. The act of gratitude will help you stay grounded and focused as you continue on your journey of transformation. As you move forward, remember that your journey is uniquely yours. No one else has walked the exact same path, and no one else will have the same experiences or challenges as you. Don't compare yourself to others. Your timeline is yours alone. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel discouraged, but that only takes your focus away from your own progress. You have your own gifts, your own purpose, and your own path. Stay focused on that. Don't let the distractions of other people's lives pull you away from your own. And as you begin to see the changes within yourself, celebrate them. Don't wait for a huge moment to acknowledge your progress. Every step forward is a victory. Every time you choose to stay disciplined, to rise above the temptation to quit, to learn from your mistakes, those are victories. The small, consistent steps you take every day are what will lead to lasting transformation. So celebrate yourself. Be proud of the work you are doing, the effort you are putting in, and the person you are becoming. Fixing yourself before it's too late is not just about making external changes, it's about internal transformation. It's about taking control of your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. It's about confronting your fears, learning from your mistakes, and growing into the person you are meant to be. It's about taking responsibility for your life and committing to the changes that will lead you to the future you desire. Time is precious, and it's easy to waste it. But the moment you decide to take action, to fix yourself, to step into the life you were meant to live, that is the moment everything begins to shift. And when you look back, you will be grateful for the choice you made today to not waste another year of your life. Every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment lost that you can never get back. Time is the one resource we can never recover once it's gone. You can lose money and regain it, you can lose relationships and rebuild them, but time is different. It's fleeting, moving faster than we often realize. So why waste it? Why allow another year to slip by without making the necessary changes that will lead you to the life you desire? Consider the importance of living in the present moment. It's easy to look back and regret the years we've let pass without truly living, but dwelling on the past won't change it. You can't go back and fix those years, but what you can do is take control of your future starting today. The power to make a change lies in the present moment, the only moment you truly have control over. When you make the conscious decision to stop wasting time and focus on fixing yourself, you are embracing the reality that change is possible, and it begins now. It's also important to recognize that the process of change isn't always linear. Transformation can feel chaotic at times. You may experience setbacks, feel lost, or even question if you're doing the right thing. This is all part of the journey. Understand that the path to becoming your best self isn't a straight line. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns, but that's what makes the journey worthwhile. It's through overcoming obstacles that we gain strength, wisdom, and resilience. Each hurdle teaches us something new about ourselves, and in time you will come to realize that those moments of challenge were actually opportunities to grow. The question you must ask yourself is, do you have the courage to keep going, even when the going gets tough? The answer lies within you. Every time you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. The life you desire is worth fighting for. Your future self is waiting for you to make the decision to change, and when you do, you will feel the momentum shift in your life. Your actions, no matter how small, are building the foundation for the future you want to create. A big part of fixing yourself is understanding the impact of your choices. Every choice you make shapes your future. Are you choosing to move forward or stay stuck? Are you choosing to grow, or are you allowing fear and self-doubt to hold you back? Your choices are powerful and they define your path. You must become intentional about how you spend your time, your energy, and your resources. If you want to create lasting change, you must be intentional about your decisions. Each choice you make either brings you closer to the person you want to be or pulls you further from it. The small choices, those seemingly insignificant actions that seem so easy to overlook, are what ultimately determine the direction of your life. It's not about one big dramatic decision, it's about the consistent choices you make every day. The choice to get up early, the choice to prioritize your health, the choice to focus on your personal development, all of these small choices add up over time, leading you toward the transformation you seek. When you look back on your journey, it will be clear that those small decisions made the biggest impact. So start making the right choices today. As you embark on this path, remember that progress doesn't always look the way you expect it to. Sometimes it's easy to get discouraged because the changes you want to see aren't happening as quickly as you hoped. But change is often subtle. It happens incrementally. It's easy to think nothing is happening, but in reality, each day that you continue to show up, to make the right choices, you are building momentum. Change is happening beneath the surface, even when you can't see it. Understand that real change comes from within. It's not about changing your outward circumstances first, it's about changing the way you think, the way you approach challenges, and the way you view yourself. Transformation begins in the mind. If you can shift your mindset, you will begin to see opportunities everywhere. You will begin to see that you have the power to shape your future with your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. When you change the way you think, you change the way you act. And when you change the way you act, you change the world around you. One of the most powerful things you can do for yourself is to stop being so hard on yourself. We all have setbacks, we all make mistakes, and we all face challenges. But those setbacks do not define who you are. Your mistakes are not permanent marks on your character, they are lessons that help you grow. When you learn from your mistakes, you become better. You become stronger. Don't let a failure define you. Instead, let it fuel you. Let it be a reminder that you are human, and humans learn, adapt, and grow. As you continue your journey, one thing you must remember is to trust the process. Trust that each step you take, no matter how small, is leading you toward your goal. Even when you don't see immediate results, know that progress is being made. Trust that the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in, is working with you, not against you. There's a divine order to everything, and sometimes things take time. The key is to stay committed, stay patient, and stay focused on your vision. The path may not always be clear, but as long as you keep moving forward, you will eventually arrive at your destination. Another critical aspect of fixing yourself is learning to say no. No to distractions. No to people or situations that drain your energy. No to habits or mindsets that keep you stuck. It's easy to get caught up in the expectations of others or the pull of comfort and familiarity. But if you truly want to change, you must be willing to say no. Saying no is a way of saying yes to your growth. It's about prioritizing yourself, your goals, and your well-being. Saying no allows you to protect your time and energy so that you can focus on what truly matters. It's also important to recognize that growth often requires sacrifice. There will be things you must give up in order to move forward. Whether it's letting go of bad habits, unhealthy relationships, or limiting beliefs, growth requires you to make space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new ways of thinking. But remember, the sacrifices you make today are investments in your future. Every step you take toward improvement is a step toward the life you desire. Don't be afraid to make those sacrifices. Trust that they will pay off in ways you can't even imagine. The more you fix yourself, the more you will realize that the power to change was always inside you. You have always had the ability to create the life you want. It's not about waiting for the right circumstances or the right moment. It's about deciding right now that you are ready to take control. You are ready to stop wasting time. You are ready to stop waiting for things to change on their own. You are ready to make the changes you need to create the life you've always dreamed of. Change doesn't happen overnight, but every day you commit to improving yourself is a day closer to the life you want. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it will never come. The moment is now. Don't waste another year of your life waiting for something outside of you to change. Change starts with you, and it starts today. Take responsibility for your life, for your future, and for your happiness. The time to act is now. You have the power to transform your life, but it starts with making the decision to stop wasting time and fix yourself before it's too late. Time slips through our fingers like sand, too often noticed until it's gone. We get caught up in the distractions, the noise, the demands of the world around us, and before we realize it, another year has passed. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow, or next week, or after the holidays. We wait for the right time, but that right time may never come. Every second we waste thinking we'll do it later is a second lost forever. That's why it's essential to break free from the cycle of procrastination. Because the longer we wait, the more of life we forfeit. You can never go back to yesterday, and there's no guarantee you'll get tomorrow. If you are not where you want to be in life, now is the time to take action. It's time to confront the uncomfortable truths, the things you've been avoiding, the bad habits that keep holding you back. You cannot wait for someone else to come and fix your life. Only you have the power to make a real difference. And this doesn't mean you have to make drastic changes overnight, but it does mean you have to take responsibility for your own transformation. The first step in any change is realizing that you have the ability to change. You are not bound by your past. Your current circumstances do not define your future. If you're willing to take action today, you can begin to change your life one step at a time. The reality is that nobody else can fix you. You may have people who care for you, people who encourage you, but at the end of the day, the decision to change has to come from within. It's easy to point fingers and blame external forces, life's challenges, past mistakes, even other people, but blaming others only keeps you stuck. It traps you in a cycle of victimhood that prevents you from moving forward. You have to take control of your own life, and the only way to do that is to stop making excuses and face the hard truths. Every moment you spend waiting for someone else to change your circumstances is a moment you waste. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm, where everything is designed to provide us with immediate pleasure or convenience. But real growth doesn't come from quick fixes. It doesn't come from taking the easy path. Growth requires commitment. It requires sacrifice, and it demands that you face your fears, your insecurities, and your shortcomings. Change isn't comfortable, but it is essential if you want to improve your life. If you are waiting for an easy path, you will never find it. Real transformation is hard. It requires you to step outside your comfort zone, to do things you may not want to do, and to face challenges head on. But if you commit to this process, if you commit to fixing yourself, you will find that the reward is worth every sacrifice. The process of change can be overwhelming, especially when you've been stuck in the same patterns for so long. But remember, you don't have to fix everything all at once. Change is not about perfection, it's about progress. Focus on one thing at a time. Start by identifying the areas in your life that need the most attention. Is it your health, your finances, your relationships, your mindset? Whatever it is, start there. Break it down into manageable steps. Small, consistent actions will lead to bigger results. Don't wait for a perfect moment to begin, because it doesn't exist. Start now and let the process unfold. As you embark on this journey, it's important to acknowledge the fear that comes with change. Fear is a natural response when we step into the unknown. But if you let fear control you, it will keep you stuck. It will keep you from taking the necessary steps toward the life you deserve. You must learn to move through fear, not let it stop you. Fear is a signal that you're about to step into a place of growth, a place where you can break free from your limitations. Instead of retreating in fear, lean into it. Use it as fuel to propel you forward. Remember, every time you face your fear, you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of overcoming the next challenge that comes your way. One of the most important things you can do for yourself is to start building a mindset of growth. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. What you believe about yourself will shape your reality. If you believe you are stuck, if you believe you are incapable of change, that's exactly what you will experience. But if you believe in your ability to change, if you believe that you are worthy of the life you desire, that belief will fuel your actions and guide you towards success. You must cultivate a mindset that supports your growth, that encourages you to take risks, and that believes in your ability to overcome obstacles. This mindset doesn't develop overnight, but with consistent effort, you can reshape the way you think and the way you see yourself. Another key element in the process of fixing yourself is the willingness to let go of what no longer serves you. There are habits, people, and mindsets that hold you back. They drain your energy, limit your potential, and prevent you from moving forward. If you want to create the life you deserve, you must be willing to release what is holding you back. This may involve letting go of unhealthy relationships, quitting bad habits, or changing the way you think about yourself and your circumstances. Letting go can be difficult, especially when it involves things or people you've been attached to for a long time. But you cannot move forward if you are still holding on to what's keeping you stuck. Trust that the things you let go of will make room for something better, something more aligned with the life you want to create. Throughout this process, it's essential to practice self-compassion. Change can be hard, and there will be days when you feel like giving up. On those days, be kind to yourself. Understand that progress is not always linear, and setbacks are part of the journey. Don't beat yourself up for making mistakes or for falling off track. The important thing is that you keep going. Every step you take toward change is progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they may seem. Every time you make a choice that moves you closer to the person you want to be, you are succeeding. Fixing yourself is not an easy path, but it is the only path that leads to a life of fulfillment. If you want to stop wasting another year of your life, if you want to experience real growth and transformation, you must commit to taking action today. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Don't wait for the stars to align. The time is now. You have everything you need to create the life you want. It starts with making the decision to stop wasting time and start living with intention. In conclusion, the time to act is now. The longer you wait, the more of your precious life slips away, and the less likely you are to become the person you are capable of being. Change is not easy, but it is necessary for growth, fulfillment, and living a life that aligns with your true potential. You have the power within you to transform your life, but it requires commitment, courage, and the willingness to step into discomfort. Every moment you hesitate is a moment lost, but every step you take toward growth is a step closer to the life you deserve. Don't let another year pass by with regret. Embrace the power of now and begin fixing yourself today. The future is waiting for you to show up. Make it count.
When you speak to the universe with the understanding of your true nature, a profound shift begins. It's not merely about saying words or setting intentions, it's about realizing that you are part of a grand design, a design in which every thought, every feeling, and every belief shapes reality itself. When you talk to the universe, you're not speaking to something outside yourself. You're speaking to the power within, the infinite presence that listens to you as it resides within you. Imagine for a moment that every thought you think, every desire you hold, is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe. These seeds, however small they seem, carry within the potential to reshape your world. But just like seeds, they need to be nourished by the right conditions. If you want to see a shift, you must nurture these intentions with unwavering faith, with conviction that they will come to pass. You must feel the truth of your desires as if they have already unfolded, for the universe responds to the language of feeling and belief. When you communicate with the universe, you are not pleading or hoping. It is as if you are calling forth that which is already yours. The universe operates on the law of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true, it reflects. This law doesn't differentiate between what you deeply desire and what you fear. It simply brings into form the thoughts you consistently dwell upon. So speak to the universe with the certainty that what you desire is already yours. You speak as if it is already manifested, as if every word is the declaration of a present truth, for in truth it is. The shift starts to happen when you realize that your role is not to fight or chase after things, but to align yourself with the feeling of already having them. Imagine yourself in the life you wish to live, in the joy and freedom of already experiencing your dreams. You feel that sense of peace, that sense of fulfillment. That feeling, that certainty within, is the signal you send out. And as you hold to this inner vision, the universe begins to rearrange itself to reflect it. People, events, and opportunities are drawn into your path, not by force, but by the magnetic power of your alignment. Remember, the universe does not operate in time as we understand it. The moment you speak to it with clarity and belief, it begins to work on your behalf, even if you cannot yet see the results. Trust in this invisible shift, for what you desire is already in motion. Your only task is to stay aligned with it, to nurture it with faith, and to expect it as though it were already here. The universe is always listening, always ready to respond to the truth you declare within. When you talk to the universe, you're not simply throwing wishes into the void, hoping something catches. You're engaging in a dialogue with a force that's inherently connected to you. The universe doesn't operate outside you, and is not separate from you. It exists within you, responding to your innermost beliefs and expectations. This is why the shift only begins when you talk to the universe correctly. It's not about merely asking for what you want, but about realizing that what you ask for, you already possess in some way. Every thought and every feeling you nurture is like a ripple in the cosmic sea, and the universe is constantly adjusting to match the frequency you emit. Now understand this: when you talk to the universe, you're not speaking to some far-off deity or an indifferent cosmos. You're speaking to your own awareness, to the spark of the divine within. Your thoughts and beliefs are the molds into which reality is poured. In truth, the universe is like a mirror, reflecting back the assumptions you hold. If you assume abundance, you will see abundance. If you assume lack, lack will manifest before you. The secret lies in the conviction behind your words, in the way you believe so deeply in the reality of your desires that the universe has no choice but to bring them into form. Consider the incredible power of assumption. When you speak to the universe with a clear heart and a steady mind, you are setting into motion forces that will reshape your reality. But you must be unwavering. Doubt is the great dissolver of dreams. The moment you allow doubt to creep in, you dilute the power of your words. You cannot talk to the universe with one foot in faith and the other in fear. You must be resolute. Just as a seed, when planted, needs consistent warmth and moisture to grow, your desires need the warmth of belief and the nourishment of certainty. Only then will they break through the surface of your life, manifesting as experiences, relationships, and opportunities. Imagine that the universe is an infinite pool of energy, waiting to be molded by your consciousness. This energy is neutral, like clay, and will take any shape that your mind impresses upon it. By talking to the universe in a way that aligns with your true desires, you're impressing the mold of your desired life onto this energy. And when you do this consistently with clarity and intent, this energy begins to take shape. It starts to crystallize into the things and experiences you wish to have. But remember, this process requires patience and persistence. Just as a sculpture is not created with a single strike, your reality is not shaped by a single thought. It is the consistent chisel of belief and feeling that brings your desires into form. Think of your thoughts as magnets, each one drawing to you experiences that match its frequency. When you approach the universe with an attitude of gratitude, abundance, and trust, you're effectively tuning into a higher frequency. You're speaking the language of the universe, a language that doesn't respond to words alone, but to feelings and beliefs. The universe doesn't hear what you say, it feels what you mean. This is why speaking to the universe correctly means embodying the feeling of already having what you desire. It's about feeling the joy, the peace, the fulfillment that would come if your dreams were already realized. And when you do this, the universe has no choice but to mirror these feelings back to you as real experiences. Now, many people wonder why their desires don't manifest despite their best efforts. They speak to the universe, yet they feel nothing shift. This is because they are asking from a place of lack. They say, "I want this," but the underlying feeling is, "I don't have it." The universe, like an echo, simply reflects back this state of lack. To talk to the universe correctly, you must feel as though you already possess what you desire. Your words should be statements of gratitude, not of yearning. You say, "Thank you for this blessing," as if it's already part of your life. Rather than "I wish I had this," when your words align with the feeling of already having, the shift begins. As you learn to talk to the universe in this way, you'll notice subtle changes. Perhaps you'll feel a lightness in your heart, a quiet sense of peace, or a certainty that you can't quite explain. These are the first signs that the shift is occurring. They're small but significant indications that your inner world is beginning to harmonize with your desires. And as this harmony strengthens, the outer world will begin to align as well. People, circumstances, and events will begin to rearrange themselves to match the new frequency you're radiating. It may not happen overnight, but it will happen. The universe is both patient and precise, and it will bring everything to you in perfect timing. Every word you speak to the universe is like a seed you plant in the soil of consciousness. You must water it with faith, nourish it with gratitude, and protect it from the weeds of doubt and fear. Your thoughts and feelings act as the sun and rain that nurture this seed until it grows into a manifestation in your life. But you must be diligent. If you allow negative thoughts or doubts to linger, they will choke the growth of your desires. just as weeds choke the growth of a young plant. To talk to the universe correctly, you must guard your mind vigilantly, nurturing only those thoughts that align with the life you wish to create. When you truly understand this, you'll realize that you're never asking for anything outside of yourself. You're merely drawing out what already exists within. The universe is not a distant force that grants or denies your wishes. It is a reflection of your innermost self. When you speak to it with clarity, conviction, and love, you're not trying to change the outer world, you're transforming your inner state, and the outer world responds in kind. This is why the shift is not something that happens to you, it is something that happens within you. Picture this shift as a gentle awakening. It's as if a dormant part of you is beginning to stir, a part that knows without doubt that you are one with all creation. This part of you doesn't question whether your desires will come to pass, it knows they already have. This is the essence of faith, not a blind hope, but a deep inner knowing that transcends circumstances. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. When you speak to the universe with this kind of faith, you are not merely asking, you are commanding. You are calling forth that which is already yours in spirit. As you cultivate this awareness, you'll begin to notice that talking to the universe becomes as natural as breathing. You won't need to strain or struggle to make your desires known. You'll simply align with them in thought, word, and feeling, and they will flow to you effortlessly. This is the power of living in harmony with the universe. It's not about forcing outcomes or manipulating circumstances. It's about embodying the truth of who you are and allowing that truth to manifest in the physical world. The universe is a perfect reflection of your inner state, and when you talk to it from a place of peace and abundance, it will bring you peace and abundance in return. The beauty of this process is that it frees you from the need to control or predict how things will unfold. You don't have to know the exact path your desires will take to reach you. You simply need to trust that they will. This trust is like a beacon, guiding the universe to bring your desires to you in ways that are beyond your imagination. When you surrender the need for control, you'll open yourself to receive blessings that are greater than anything you could have planned. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, working behind the scenes to align the perfect circumstances, the right people, and the ideal opportunities. All you need to do is stay in alignment with the feeling of already having your desires, and the rest will fall into place. Remember that talking to the universe correctly means aligning not just in words, but in your whole being. It's a state of total acceptance, where you let go of resistance, worry, and fear. You step into a space of pure trust, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. In this space, there is no room for doubt, because you're no longer operating from a place of lack or limitation. You're operating from a place of oneness, a place where you and the universe are one and the same. And from this place, all things are possible. When you reach this level of understanding, you'll find that your desires are no longer about filling a void or proving something to yourself or others. They become expressions of your true essence, reflections of the joy, love, and abundance that already exist within you. Talking to the universe becomes an act of creation, not of need. You're no longer asking for things to complete you, you're calling forth experiences that enhance the wholeness you already feel. This is the essence of true manifestation, where desires flow naturally from a heart that is already full. So speak to the universe with love, with gratitude, and with the knowing that you are worthy of all you desire. Trust that every word, every thought, and every feeling is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your life. And as you do, you'll find that the shift you seek is not something that happens to you, it's something that unfolds within you, effortlessly, gracefully, and in perfect harmony with the universe itself. As you continue to speak with the universe, realize that this dialogue is the purest form of creation. When you align your inner world, it is as if you're aligning with the very rhythm of life itself, stepping into the flow of divine order. Each word, each intention holds within it a vibration that communicates with this vast intelligence, this unseen force that effortlessly arranges all things to bring about the fulfillment of your desires. The more you commit to this process, the more you will see the profound truth the universe responds to what you are, not just what you say. This means your energy must embody what you wish to experience. If peace is what you desire, cultivate peace within. If you yearn for abundance, adopt an abundant mindset. This is not a superficial exercise, but a deep-rooted change in how you view yourself and the world. To speak to the universe effectively, you must become the vibrational match to your desires. Your beliefs, emotions, and actions all contribute to the frequency you emit, drawing to you everything that resonates on the same wavelength. Like a magnet, you will find yourself pulling into your experience the people, opportunities, and situations that mirror your inner state. There is a powerful truth here: what you focus on expands. When you place your attention on abundance, joy, and gratitude, you expand these qualities within you, and they begin to overflow into your external reality. This is why speaking to the universe is not just about positive words, it is about a genuine, deep-seated shift in consciousness. It is about understanding that you are the creator, and your inner world is the template upon which the universe shapes your reality. This shift begins internally as you consistently bring your mind and heart into alignment with the vision you hold. With each day, each moment you return to this alignment, you are building momentum, strengthening the bond between your inner desires and the outer manifestations that await you. Many of us are conditioned to believe in limitations, in scarcity, and in obstacles. This conditioning is like a fog that obscures the clarity of our true nature, creating a disconnect between us and the universe. But when you speak to the universe with true intent, you are piercing through this fog, re-establishing your connection to the infinite. You are declaring, through every thought and feeling, that you are stepping beyond limitations, beyond the confines of past beliefs. Each time you affirm your desires as a present reality, you weaken the hold of limiting beliefs. The walls of doubt begin to crumble, and you step into the expansive realm where all things are possible. In this state, your relationship with time also shifts. The universe doesn't operate within the constraints of linear time, it responds to the timeless now. So when you speak to the universe, speak from the present. You see and feel your desires as real in this very moment. For the only true time is now. The more you embody this truth, the less you will find yourself waiting, yearning, or longing. Instead, you will live in the fullness of each moment, knowing that what you desire is already on its way, resonating at the same frequency as the love, joy, and peace you cultivate within. As you delve deeper into this process, you may notice synchronicities, small signs, patterns, and occurrences that seem almost too perfect to be coincidences. These are the universe's way of affirming that you are on the right path, that the shift is underway. A random meeting, a chance encounter, a sudden burst of inspiration, these are not random events, but the universe's response to the frequency you are emitting. You pay attention to these signs, for they are gentle reminders that you are indeed co-creating your reality, that the invisible forces are working in your favor. Talking to the universe, then, is not just an act of asking or receiving, but a deep communion with the source of all things. It is a process of attuning yourself to a higher vibration, of aligning your consciousness with the very fabric of existence. And as you do, you will find a profound peace, a knowing that surpasses all doubt. You will come to understand that everything you need, everything you desire, already exists in potential. Your role is simply to bring it forth through the power of focused intention, unwavering belief, and heartfelt gratitude. In this journey, patience becomes your ally. While the shift begins the moment you align with your desires, the timing of their manifestation is in the hands of the divine. Trust in this timing, for the universe knows the exact moment that will bring you the greatest joy, the deepest fulfillment. There is a wisdom in this divine timing, one that often eludes our understanding, but that always serves our highest good. Each delay, each moment of waiting, is not a denial but a preparation, a refinement of your desires so that when they arrive, you are fully ready to receive them. This is the beauty of talking to the universe. It is an invitation to surrender, to let go of the need for control, and to step into a space of total trust. When you release attachment to specific outcomes or timelines, you free yourself from the bondage of fear and doubt. You become like a leaf on the river, flowing with the current, moving effortlessly toward your destination. And as you do, you allow the universe to work its magic, to bring you blessings that exceed your wildest dreams. Remember, too, that talking to the universe is a daily practice. It is a way of living, not a one-time request. Every morning, every night, reaffirm your intentions, nurture your dreams with gratitude, and align your heart with the feeling of already being, doing, and having what you desire. Let your words be a daily testament to the faith you hold within, the unshakable belief that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that the universe is always listening. As this practice becomes a natural part of your life, you will find that you need to ask less and less. Your alignment will become so strong, so consistent, that the universe will respond to your very presence, to the silent power of your being. You will become a living testament to the truth that we are creators, that our inner world is the blueprint of our outer world. And in this state, miracles become a natural occurrence, a reflection of the harmony that exists between you and the universe. Ultimately, to speak to the universe correctly is to come into harmony with yourself. It is to dissolve the barriers between you and the divine, to recognize that the universe is not a separate entity, but an extension of your very being. And as you embrace this unity, you will find that your desires flow to you as effortlessly as water flows to the ocean. You will stand in the center of your life as the creator, the architect of your reality, knowing that you hold within you the power to shape your world in alignment with the highest vision of your soul. When you speak to the universe, there's a deep understanding that emerges, a knowing that ultimately you are not just asking for things to change, you are becoming the change. You are embodying a state of being where the outer reality must align with your inner conviction. The universe does not withhold anything from you, it only mirrors what you truly believe, feel, and expect from within. And this transformation, this shift in perspective, is what opens doors that may have previously felt closed. Imagine yourself as a beacon of light. Every thought you hold, every feeling you embrace, every belief you accept radiates outward, calling back to you experiences that resonate with that energy. The universe is your reflection, responding to this light, rearranging circumstances and unfolding events in ways that align with your intentions. And as you attune yourself more deeply to this truth, you begin to see how powerfully your own state of mind influences every aspect of your experience. It is important, then, to cultivate a deep trust in the unseen. Often the changes are subtle at first, small shifts in how you feel, slight adjustments in your perspective, an increasing sense of peace. Yet these are the beginnings of transformation. They are the whispers of the universe affirming that it is responding, that your desires are in the process of coming to fruition. It's as if the entire cosmos is aligning itself in response to your clarity, to your unwavering belief in the outcome. This journey demands that you let go of resistance, of doubt, and of impatience. These are energies that create static in your communication with the universe. When you worry or fear, you send out signals of separation, of lack, and of distrust. But when you choose faith over fear, love over doubt, you step into a frequency that resonates with the abundance, peace, and joy you wish to see in your life. This is the path of least resistance, where manifestation flows not from force, but from a place of pure alignment. At times it may feel as though the path is unclear or progress is slow, but know this: every step, every moment of trust, every affirmation of belief is laying a foundation. The universe is rearranging itself in ways you cannot yet perceive. Just because you do not see immediate results does not mean that nothing is happening. Often the most profound shifts are taking place beneath the surface, within the invisible realms, where energies are aligning and opportunities are preparing to reveal themselves. Your role is not to control the how or the when, but to hold a vision so pure and so powerful that it becomes a living reality within you. As you do this, you become a magnet, drawing to you the people, circumstances, and resources that are in perfect alignment with this vision. It is as if the universe itself is orchestrating a symphony on your behalf, weaving together the elements of your desire in a way that surpasses anything you could have imagined. In these moments of alignment, the separation between you and the universe dissolves. You realize that you are not merely speaking to the universe, you are the universe expressing itself through your desires, your dreams, and your intentions. This is a sacred connection, a union between your individual consciousness and the infinite intelligence that pervades all things. And in this union you find a profound peace, a certainty that transcends any need for validation or approval from the outside world. This inner shift does not happen overnight, but through a continuous, deliberate practice of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with your highest desires. It is a process of becoming, of stepping into the version of yourself who already lives the life you envision. Each time you choose to see yourself as the creator rather than the victim of your circumstances, You strengthen this alignment, bringing yourself closer to the fulfillment of your dreams. As you deepen in this practice, you will find that your words hold more power, your thoughts carry greater clarity, and your emotions radiate a higher vibration. This is the essence of speaking to the universe correctly, not from a place of need or lack, but from a place of wholeness, of knowing that everything you seek is already within you. The universe is simply waiting for you to recognize this truth, to step into your role as a conscious creator. And as you do, a remarkable transformation occurs. Life becomes a reflection of your inner state, an expression of your deepest truths and highest aspirations. You no longer feel the need to chase or strive. Instead, you attract and allow, knowing that the universe is always responding to the frequency you emit. This is the power of speaking to the universe from a place of love, gratitude, and unwavering faith. There may be moments when doubt creeps in, when the outer world appears unchanged, and the temptation arises to return to old patterns of fear and limitation. In these moments, remember that you are engaged in a process that transcends the visible. You trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events in ways that are beyond your comprehension. Hold fast to your vision, for it is in these times of testing that your faith is strengthened, that your alignment is solidified. This journey requires you to become the embodiment of your desires, to live each day as if the fulfillment is already here. It is not merely about asking for things to change, but about becoming the change itself. This is the art of true manifestation, where the outer world becomes a mirror of your inner transformation. And as you continue to align, to believe, and to trust, you will witness the miraculous unfold in ways that defy all logic. The more you practice, the more effortless it becomes, until speaking to the universe feels as natural as breathing. You will reach a point where your alignment is so strong, your trust so deep, that you no longer need to ask. The universe will know your desires by the frequency you embody, and it will respond accordingly. This is the ultimate state of flow, where you are in constant communion with the divine, creating a life that reflects the highest expression of your soul. In this state, you realize that there is no separation between you and the universe. You are a part of the same creative force, a unique expression of the divine. And as you continue to speak to the universe with clarity, love, and intention, you will find that every desire, every dream, and every vision is simply the universe seeking to express itself through you. This is the profound beauty of aligning with the universe, knowing that you are both the creator and the creation, a co-creator in the infinite dance of life. And as you embrace this truth, you step into a reality where miracles are not the exception but the natural expression of your aligned being. This is the power that lies within you, waiting to be realized, to be embraced, to be spoken into existence. This shift within is the place where you find yourself beyond time, beyond limitation. It is where you understand that your present moment holds all possibilities, that each thought, each emotion, each intention is planting the seeds of your future reality. You are no longer bound by the illusions of waiting or wondering. You are liberated by the realization that in truth, every desired outcome already exists within the infinite tapestry of the universe. By becoming aware of this, you free yourself to experience life in a state of gratitude, knowing that what you seek is already making its way to you. The beauty of this journey lies in recognizing that the universe has been waiting for you to align, to release, to allow. Every doubt you shed, every fear you overcome, every belief you transform into faith becomes a stepping stone toward your vision. You start to understand that everything you perceive as external is a mere reflection of your internal state, and as you shift within, the world around you begins to transform. People respond differently, opportunities flow naturally, and life itself appears to dance to the rhythm of your inner harmony. When you let go of the need to control, to force, to strive, you step into a dance with the universe that is both graceful and powerful. You understand that you do not need to manipulate circumstances to make things happen, because life at its core is orchestrated by a force far greater than our human minds can comprehend. This force, which some call the divine, is always responding, always guiding, always aligning you with the most effortless path to your fulfillment. As you deepen in this understanding, you may find yourself amazed at how naturally things begin to unfold. Seemingly random events will align in ways that serve your highest good, bringing into your life precisely what you need. often before you even realize you need it. This is the universe's way of saying, I am here. I am listening. Trust in me. It is a reminder that you are not alone in your journey, that there is a greater intelligence that moves through all things, and that it is attuned to your innermost desires and intentions. The power of this understanding lies in the simplicity of its truth. You are in a constant, unbreakable communion with the universe. And when you speak to it with clarity and conviction, you activate a process that transcends logic, a process that is driven by a higher order of wisdom. This wisdom sees beyond appearances, beyond obstacles, and beyond limitations, arranging events in ways that you could never predict or plan. Your only task is to align with this wisdom, to hold your vision with unwavering faith, and to trust that the universe is orchestrating every detail to bring your desires into form. This alignment requires patience, a deep-rooted patience that knows the value of allowing. Patience is not passive, it is an active trust in the process, a quiet assurance that the universe is working in ways you may not see but will one day understand. It is the strength to remain centered in your vision, even when the outer world is yet to reflect the changes you desire. For in truth, every moment of patience is a declaration of your belief in the power of your vision, and this belief is what compels the universe to respond. There is a profound peace that comes from this level of trust, a peace that transcends the fluctuations of life, the uncertainties, and the seeming delays. When you rest in this peace, you no longer question whether or not your desires will manifest. You know that they are inevitable, as certain as the rising of the sun. This is not because you have forced the universe into submission, but because you have become one with it, harmonized your inner state with its infinite potential. In this state, you become an open vessel through which the universe expresses its boundless creativity. You realize that your desires are not random whims, but sacred impulses guiding you toward the highest expression of your potential. Every dream, every vision, every goal is a calling from the universe itself, beckoning you to step into a greater version of who you are. And as you respond to this calling with openness and trust, you unlock doors within yourself that lead to new realms of possibility. This is where you understand the power of imagination, the tool that allows you to experience the reality of your desires before they appear in the physical world. Imagination is not a mere escape from reality. It is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the means by which you communicate your desires to the universe. When you visualize, when you feel the emotions of your fulfilled desires, you are creating a vibrational blueprint that the universe responds to. You are in essence preparing the space within you for the manifestation of your vision. In this process there will be moments of silence, of stillness, where it seems as if nothing is happening. Yet it is in these moments that the deepest shifts are taking place. The universe often works in silence, in the spaces between your thoughts, in the pauses between your actions. It is in these quiet moments that the seeds of your desires are taking root, gathering the energy necessary to sprout into reality. Trust these moments, for they are as essential to the manifestation process as the moments of inspired action. There is no need to rush, for the universe knows the perfect timing of all things. It understands when you are ready, when your inner state is aligned, when the conditions are ripe for your desires to unfold. You trust in this timing, even when it differs from your own. Know that every moment is part of a greater plan, a divine orchestration that is working in your favor. This is the essence of speaking to the universe correctly, not by demanding or forcing, but by aligning and trusting. As you continue to walk this path, you will find that the desires you once held so tightly now flow to you with ease. The universe is abundant, generous, and responsive, and it delights in giving to those who understand its language. This language is not one of struggle or striving, but of peace, trust, and alignment. When you speak to the universe in this way, you unlock a flow of blessings that is beyond what you could ever imagine. Life becomes a dance, a joyous unfolding where every step leads you closer to the fulfillment of your highest dreams. And so you no longer need to chase, to force, or to fear. You know that the universe is your partner, your co-creator, and that it is always working to bring you what you desire. This knowing is the foundation of a life lived in harmony, a life where manifestation is not a matter of effort, but of alignment. This is the gift that the universe offers to those who are willing to trust, to believe, and to allow. And as you embrace this gift, you will find that every desire, every dream, every vision is simply the universe expressing itself through you. In the end, remember that you are not separate from the universe, you are an essential part of its vast, intelligent design. Every thought, every intention, every heartbeat is an invitation for the universe to respond in kind. So embrace the power you hold within, and speak to the universe with clarity, trust, and unwavering faith. Let go of any need to control and rest in the assurance that what you seek is already yours in spirit, waiting to unfold in its perfect time. Know that with each step you take, with every moment of faith and alignment, the universe hears you, aligns with you, and works tirelessly to bring forth a reality that reflects your innermost desires. You are here to manifest, to experience, to create, and in this divine dance with the universe, everything you dream of is simply waiting for your invitation.